I want you to imagine this. You're French. Yeah, don't worry, it's not the most hated faction, unless it's in the eyes of God. That's why he made you French. You have the hated roast beef close to you, and a bunch of free rebel real estate. You conquer it all in the name of France, and you're best friends with the Pope. Things are looking great. What's this? A scripted Norman attack? That's nothing new, we all know the Normans were a mistake. Turns out Frenchifying Vikings is pretty bad because somehow it leads to the English. After sending them to their grave, little green men from the east come with trade and alliance. Alright, money's always great. Having an ally means you can safely expand without worrying about your borders, right? Then they steal your princess, but Mario can't rescue her because Mario is not to be trusted in Medieval 2. And as we're about to find out, neither is Luigi. My port got blocked! No, little German boy, don't go to Italy! Das Heiliges Römisches Reich ist Bullscheiße! You're reconquering the Roman Empire? You're in Russia? Nah man, come on, you know your faction leader is mysteriously falling out of a window after he shot himself 20 times with a crossbow. It's Milan. Every time I close my eyes, I see Milan. Creative Assembly managed to assemble a faction which gave entire generations Total War PTSD. My grandfather hated him too, even before Genoese crossbowmen took his eyes out. I'll tell you all the reasons why the player base hates Milan to this day, even though it's been just about 20 years. Why out of all the Italians, Milan and Genoa are just the worst. This video is totally not sponsored by Venetian Gold. So, why should you hate Milan? For starters, while you're freezing your ass off in Scotland and trading axe blows with the enemy, Milan gets to chill in the Mediterranean with two great cities. Genoa, and obviously Milan, which are easy to defend, and not only that, they've got a bunch of resources around them, allowing their merchants to commercially conquer, and completely broken units. Right from the start. They can easily become a naval superpower in Medieval 2's highly interactive naval combat. And you can send all your priests to convert Africa and become the Pope's favorite boy toy just like that. Calling down crusade after crusade on the enemy like you're a retribution paladin. Look, I'm a good Christian, and I'm the one getting excommunicated even though the Milanese attacked me. At this rate, I'm probably encouraging you to play as Milan, which is not looking good on my resume, but before you sell your soul to the devil, you have to read the contract. If you look at the fine print in the dictionary, the word betrayal is replaced with Milan. If Venice is Mario, Milan is Luigi, and he's coming for your CEO ass every time, even if you're on a different continent. Look, the game just started and they're already trying to invade me on Sicily. It's a couple of turns in and they're following me to Africa? Really? Speaking of following, you should join me on this journey through history and fun by subscribing. So do it, or I'm gonna send you to the real Bulgaria. Volga, Bulgaria.
No, please! Anything like that! No!
They don't care if you have a marriage alliance, or about religion. It doesn't matter if you're best friends with the Pope, or if you're the true heir to the Roman Empire. It doesn't matter if you just want to trade. They don't care about trading rights. The only trade they do is professional backstabbing. Milan makes Game of Thrones look like kids playing with Legos when it comes to betrayals, but you know what hurts more than stepping on a Lego? Getting shot to death by Genoese crossbowmen. This ain't a joke. The Genoese love crossbows more than I love the Bronze Age, and by God almighty, they're overpowered right from the start, as militia crossbows are recruitable very early by investing into garrison buildings. A Pavis shield makes them extremely tanky, so a fair exchange of fire never works out in your favor. They smoke heavy units, they kill lights, and if you're not paying attention, they're gonna turn your knights into scrap metal, and they're gonna sell it on the market because hey, surprise surprise, they love money more than crossbows. Alright, we expected the unholy crossbow to dominate, but it doesn't end there. The Italian spear militia is disgustingly good. Pasta is dirt cheap. The AI generates more revenue than my channel, so that means they'll easily be spamming stacks of upgraded fat Italians that are straight up better than some faction spears at the start and a ton more cost effective. And just like the militia crossbows, their upkeep is free of their garrison up to a certain amount. They fight really well for Militia. The AI will also overwhelm you with economy even harder than they already do with cheating. Can it get any worse? Yeah, it actually can. God forbid you're playing on very hard and there's a Carroccio standard. I pissed on the symbol of the Milanese commune that buffs all units' morale nearby. And also, the spear crew is unbreakable. I'm just saying, if you find yourself urinated on by a Frenchman, you should seek immediate doctor's help. Even their militia cavalry is great, and all these benefits come at the cost of Milan's late-game roster. But who cares about slightly worse units when you're swimming in money like Scrooge McDuck, shooting crossbows like they're Gatling guns, and you're just chilling with the Pope on his private island? So how in the name of God do you deal with this unholy abomination? You have to exterminate them like the rats they are. You gotta get them early before they lay eggs. I know rats don't lay eggs, it's just a figure of whatever, man. You don't care about chivalry, that's just a fairy tale for the French. If you want to give Milan a taste of their own medicine, which they wouldn't care about because it's the AI and they're gonna hate you no matter what because you're the player, you gotta bring the pain fast with Venice, Sicily, the Byzantines, or France, my personal favorite in this case because it gives me an excuse to spam knights, or just spam peasants and watch them die. If you fight them early in the game, always try to go for knight battles if possible with your general because the AI usually splits their stacks. Don't rely on your infantry to win. They're there to hold the line and just be crossbow bait, especially peasants because hey, it's peasant hunting season this month. Micro your cav and spread it around everywhere to take out the crossbowmen. They are the only priority. Any artillery you got, it's gonna help dealing with the militia blobs, even the humble ballista. If you're English, my condolences, and you have experienced longbows, dealing with the crossbowmen is just gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel. If you're a faction with horse archers like the Roman Empire and not those fake wannabes from Central Europe, try to bait the infantry line, general's bodyguard, and the militia cav to just go after you. That's gonna make killing the crossbowmen easier than eating a whole family pizza on your anniversary date night because the two of you forgot you could have actually taken the leftovers home. Yeah, pizza. It's Italy. What did you expect? Let me put it this way. The AI in Medieval 2 needs a safety helmet no matter what, because most of the time they're gonna backstab you even if your relations are amazing, especially if it's a scripted city attack. But there's just something special about the Milanese urge to purge you with crossbows. This unending cycle of hatred, because of their fantastic map location and let's be honest, everybody hates the player, no matter which Total War game you're playing. At the end of the day, you can just set sail for the new world and, you know, maybe things are gonna be better, maybe the grass really is greener on the other side. Oh no. I hope you enjoyed this little nostalgia throwback and that the holes in your back are not too painful from all the betrayal Milan did, because if this never happened to you and you played the game, you're definitely lying. Or you're an undercover psyop done by Milan and Genoa. I'm on to. Stick around because there's a lot more coming, history, educational, wacky things, you name it. I got it, or I'm gonna have it. So until the next time...